Shedeur Sanders versus Deshaun Watson. Who's winning the battle so far? Let's talk about it. Let's just get right into it. So today, May 20th, the only OTA that's open to the public this week, Deshaun Watson was the number one quarterback up in all the individual drills and most of the team walkthrough, the jog throughs, if you will. Deshaun was up first, and then Shedeur was up first in when they went to the team drills. So they kind of interspersed, mixed in together, both going with the first team offenses. So I really wouldn't try to gather any new information through who was up first doing things. I guess you could, if you wanted to do that, you could kind of go with Deshaun was up first in like the individual stuff. But I really, at this point, wouldn't put too much stock into that. So like I said, they both went with the ones. The main theme of the practice, from what I saw from videos from ESPN Cleveland, from Daniel Fusi, and from Cam Justice, that I kind of looked at and tried to diagnose what I could see from those people. Defense dominated the day. Defense had a great day. The secondary was killing it for the most part. There's a lot of deflections, a lot of incompletions, some interceptions, some almost interceptions. Defense was definitely on top today. And don't get afraid. Whoever your quarterback of choice is, don't get worried now, because early in the process, early in camp, early in the year, defense is going to be ahead of the offense. That's just how it goes. That's just what football is. So don't get discouraged by that. When you go to the 7-on-7 periods, Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel had interceptions in the 7-on-7 period. Both of them were kind of deflections, but the Shedeur interception, he threw it into what looked like double coverage. Could have even been triple coverage. So you kind of want to clean up the decision making. But from looking at all the footage that's available on Twitter, go follow ESPN Cleveland, Cam Justice, Daniel Fusi. Go look at all those videos on Twitter. And I just by a hair, if I'm trying to pick one who was better today, I'd say Deshaun was a hair better, just because Shedeur threw the interception, and the play of the day was thrown by Deshaun Watson. Threw it to while he was running with the second team offense, or while he was up second after Shedeur in team, threw a bomb, threw a stutter go to Denzel Boston over Tyson Campbell, past Tyson Campbell. And it looked like it was kind of a hole shot, because the safety was coming over top as well, trying to make a play on the ball, but got it right in the pocket where you needed it for Denzel Boston. I don't know if I said David Boston before, but Denzel Boston, touchdown bomb, and that was easily the best play of what we saw today, at least what was recorded today. So I would have to edge it to Deshaun in this instance. But you go to after practice, Todd Monken at the press conference said, "It's embarrassing to have interceptions in 7-on-7 with no pass rush." Sounds like he feels strongly about that. So if you're looking at it, Shedeur and Dylan were the two that threw interceptions in 7-on-7 with no pass rush. Again, being completely fair, they were deflections. They were tipped up into the air. Defense came down with both of them. Didn't happen to Deshaun though, at least in 7-on-7. If you look at ESPN's quarterback tracker, Deshaun had the touchdown. Nobody else had a touchdown. Taylor Green threw one pass. I believe Deshaun was 13 out of 21. Shedeur was 7 for 11. Dylan was 1 of 4. Not great. And then essentially this confirms what, at least right now, confirms what we've thought all off season, thought all along, what Mary Kay basically reported on is, not who's going to be the starter right now, but the competition is Deshaun Watson versus Shedeur Sanders. Dylan Gabriel's not involved in this. Taylor Green not involved in this. It's going to be one of those two guys, and it's going to be whoever can control the offense better, who can produce more, who can produce better. So both guys, nobody, it doesn't seem like anybody had a spectacular day. Nobody stood out. Nobody ran away with it. So, like I said, I'd probably edge Deshaun Watson in this case, but it's really, it's really anybody's game still. It's going to be based on what they do in the film room, what they do when media isn't there. So we still got a few weeks to go before the off-season stuff is done and they're headed into training camp, hopefully with an entrenched starter. But I will say, off the quarterbacks, want to talk about the best news of the day, the standout of the day for me personally. Quinshon Judkins is back and looking like he never left, looking like he never broke his leg, looking like he never had surgery, looking like a potential star in the backfield going forward. And especially with Todd Monken coming in, especially with the offensive line being rebuilt, I am most excited to see what Quinshon Judkins looks like coming up this season, because he's just back. He was involved in all individual drills. He was involved in the team drills. Like, he's good. Looks like he's good to go. So I'm very, very happy about that. Very excited about that. Obviously, the Denzel Boston play, catching it over Tyson Campbell, that is very impressive. You love to see that from the rookie wide receivers. The interception that Shedeur threw was to Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy maybe could have tried to come back to the ball a little bit more. So if you're dealing with these type of issues from Jerry Jeudy in May, not looking good. We're really looking at KC. We're really looking at Denzel Boston. Like, you guys have to step up and be the go-to targets in this offense, because we can't deal with more Jerry Jeudy foolishness going forward. And Harold Fanning as well, but Harold Fanning did not participate today. For those who would like to know, the first team offensive line was DeJuan Jones at left tackle, Zion Johnson at left guard, Elton Jenkins at center, Tevin Jenkins at right guard, and I think Tyre Phillips at right tackle. Notably, no Spencer Fano. Seems like these rookies are going to have to earn it. There was no rookies playing with any of the first teams today. So if you're a rookie and you're playing for Todd Monken, you better figure it out, and you better figure it out fast. They're just gonna have to earn it to play. So Spencer, we're gonna need you, bud. So I'm gonna need you to get up to speed pretty quickly. And let's start figuring this out. Let's start trying to gel together. No Titus Howard, obviously. No Luke Whippler today also. So full offensive line, obviously not there yet, not meshing together yet, but it's still early. These guys are going to have to figure it out. Offensive line, the vets are going to have to, come together and figure out where everybody's going to play. They've said they want Elton Jenkins to play or at least see what he looks like at guard, but so far this offseason in the spring, he's only been at center given what they've had. Actually, Parker Brailsford stepped in later because Elton Jenkins was probably some injury management going forward, some load managing going forward. So Parker Brailsford did get in there for a bit. I don't know how he looked. Can't really judge offensive line play in t-shirts and shorts. You can't. It's pretty impossible to do that. So I'm assuming the fact Spencer Fano hasn't stepped up to the first team yet, probably some film work needs to do, some scheme work that needs to do, and just general rookie things. But I'm not worried. I think they'll definitely get it cleaned up because he's 9th overall pick offensive lineman. You're gonna play. You are going to get in. Excuse me. You're going to get in the lineup. You're gonna play. So it'll, it's only a matter of time before that happens. So I'm not worried about that. But that's the video. Just want to say thank you for watching. If you're still here, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And we're not going to talk about this team on my chest right now. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow after they play. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I'm not too sure if I'll talk about them. I'm going on vacation this weekend. I might just want to not watch, turn it off, and take a little bit of a break. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But until then, I'll see y'all in the next video.